own women. But we're allowed to think that while they extract from us more money because their time to them is more valuable, their effort is more valuable, and they use this social trick. Right? Our natural desire to protect and to provide for, and they use that to prove their superiority. And every time a man pays for dinner, every time a man gets the door, every time the man does her a favor, he is proving to her, in her mind, that she is superior. Because she knows the truth. She's really not worth anything. There's this dark little corner of their pea brains where they know they really aren't worth anything. Now, maybe some are too fucking stupid to get it, but for the most part, somewhere in the back of their little rat brain, right, their little rodent brain or their reptile brain, they know they're not really worth anything. And they don't ever want to reveal that. I've had it revealed to me by several women. And they don't do it. They won't just come out and say, I'm worthless. But they'll tell you in clues. They'll tell you that they know the wall is coming, that age where they stop looking as good, and it's all downhill. Right? They realize they better grab onto a man and hang on fast. You know, they realize that they're not worth the effort they take to keep. That they're a lot more work. They can't make up their fucking minds. They change their minds. Right? They're picky. They're temperamental. They're flaky. Now, I'm not saying there aren't men that have those qualities, but in general, women, yes, have them. In general, women have it a lot more than men do. And certainly any man who is Mgtow, or alpha male, or a red pill, whatever phrase you want to use, we definitely know what we want, when we want, how we want, and we're going to go fucking get it. And when you have to deal with someone who's a fucking sponge like that, who in turn starts manipulating you, yeah, tends to fucking get to us in a negative way fast. But they, you know, I want to thank Dashuta for the topic. You know, they claim they want equality, but they demand we recognize their superiority. You know, recognizing it, their superiority. You know, I just can't do that. I can't find my way to believing they're a superior creature. You know, men build. We create. You know, we have self-respect and honor and dignity. You know, we can say thank you and mean it. And we can say I love you to someone and be telling the truth. You know, I don't see that from women. You know, the only thing I see them being superior at, or having superiority over a man, is when feminists lie. And I wrote a response to Joe R. You know, I said, you know, my best example has been the 23 years of experience I've gotten through my relationship with my ex-wife. She showed me every loathsome characteristic a feminist woman has. And after I filed papers, she confessed so much more. It was shocking. Shocking. Their superiority only is extended in their selfishness, their narcissism, and all of the other negative, you know, personality disorders that a human can have. But it really comes down, I think, mostly to their selfishness and their narcissistic behavior. And man, I mean, how do you get past it? Their love of self and their belief that they're superior to us blinds them to the facts, the reality of life, that they cannot live without men, while men can gladly live without women, especially once you realize that this thing, this idea they implant in our heads is just a trick. You know, that we need women, and that in order to have one, you have to pay for her, and get the door, and buy her a car, and pay for the house, and pay for dinner, and that her time is more valuable than yours. Right? The only thing they're superior at is being basically a douchebag. You know, if you met a guy if you had a guy friend who demanded that you give him all the perks and that he doesn't really have to do anything, but you should be happy to have him as a friend, and at every insistence you pick up the bill, you pick up the tab, and every time you want to do something you're waiting on him, and then all he does is whine and bitch and piss and moan, what kind of friend would that be? You'd be like, dude, I don't need you, pal, not at all. But that's the truth of the matter when it comes to women. We don't need them, but they're all of those things. They take up our time, they take up our energy. We have to do all of the work, and we have to pay all of the bills. You know, we get very little gratitude for it. In fact, I don't know a guy who ever hasn't had to tell his woman, hey, how about throwing a fucking bone this way? How about a thank you? You know, that's one of those things I had to do with my ex all the time. I go, hey, look, I just busted my ass on this project. How about a fucking thank you? You know, it's not like I was expecting a blowjob or a fucking sandwich. You know, I just wanted a little bit of recognition that I killed myself to complete a project. And she was such a loathsome character. She was so low, so condescending, and so superior to me that she felt that even saying thank you to me was giving me too much credit. And that's how far they'll take their superiority over us. Now, I never for a second believed she was superior to me. But I kept trying, and of course I had sons, so I wanted to stay married, wanted to raise them and show them how, how it works. But, that's the extent of how superior they feel. And how much a feminist woman will go, the extent, the length that they'll go to keep you down, right? And then if you say one word to them, you're a sexist, you're a bigot, right? You're an asshole. And they'll remind you that we're all equal, while they have you carry 90% of the load. Fucking amazing. Amazing. So anytime a woman says, it's just about being equal, feel free. Feel free to remind them it's not about equality. It's about you, woman, putting yourself in a position to claim you're my equal while demanding I pay for and do the work. See what they say. They'll probably tell you how no one makes a better cup of coffee than them, right? It's incredible. The only thing they're really superior at is taking care of themselves and screwing us. And there they are, the superior creature. But those are the most negative, loathsome human characteristics I can think of. And yeah, they're superior, but only in that one regard. I've never seen a woman that's as giving as they claim to be, ever. I've even watched women that I consider to be good women, unicorn types, and watch the shit they do and say and go, why the fuck did you just do that? You're supposed to be a good woman and you did that? You said that? After what he fucking did for you? They need to be on leashes. Before I go down that road, I'll stop. Oh, man. Anyways, guys, please give it a thumbs up, this video, if you like it. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs up anyways. Because YouTube right now, as we've discussed, is attacking Mgtow channels. I had yet one more video taken down, demonetized today. They didn't even give me the option of disputing it. In fact, I'm not going to dispute them anymore. I'll just let them take them down. They took this one down and gave me a fucking black X or some shit. But I don't think they're going to pull my channel, at least not yet. But I'm going to keep making these videos, and what's going to make that possible is my desire to get this information out, because guys like Joe and others have left such good comments, compliments, that have let me know that what I do is important, and it has a real effect in the lives of men who feel hurt, confused, pissed off, wondering what the fuck happened, what went wrong with the whole system. And it ain't your fault, guys. It's not your fault. You're just trying to be men. You know, geez, all we're trying to do is be men and do what men do, and we're just attacked for it. So I'll keep doing this channel until I don't have any breath left. Minds.com is just not working the way others want it, but they're developing stuff. Hopefully there'll be another channel in addition to YouTube, just in case they pull us off of YouTube. But I think Mgtow is a very important topic. It's a social movement without a leader, which means it could be anyone pops up next and starts talking about it. You know. So yes, give it a thumbs up. Give all Mgtow channels a thumbs up. Everyone who does videos, they believe it. They're passionate about it, and they feel inspired to do what I do and others have done. You know, so these new guys, you know, keep an eye out for them and support them. And do your best if they've got PayPal or they've got Patreon or they've got something else where they're trying to raise money.